The Rise of Turkey, the 21st Century's First Muslim Power by Soner Cagaptay is an excellent geopolitical book about Turkey. Now you may ask yourself, why Turkey? Well, Turkey is perhaps one of the most underappreciated countries in the field of geopolitics. Many people will look at Turkey and see just another NATO member with no significant foreign policy of its own. But the truth is, Turkey has historically been at the center of the Islamic world. The Ottoman Empire shaped the identity of Muslims, shaped their cultures, their economies, and their social structures for the good and bad. And when the Ottoman Empire collapsed, the Turkish Republic became an unprecedented example in the field of secularization and westernization of a Muslim society. Many Arab countries followed this example and shaped their governmental structures according to those of the Turks. Think of Egypt, Syria, Libya, Iraq, etc. So when you look at the historical context, you will see that Turkey either drags the Muslim world forward or holds everyone back. Whether it's the decline of secularism or the rise of democratic institutions, Turkey directly and indirectly shapes the Islamic world. And as Turkey is now slowly awakening from its 90 years long political coma, the country is returning to its historical position. So to understand the Middle East, we need to understand Turkey, and in this regard, The Rise of Turkey is an excellent book to start with. My name is Shirvan, and welcome to a bookshelf review for Caspian Report. Soner Cagaptay, who is a historian by training and now works for the Turkish research program at the Washington Institute, has created an excellent introductional book to Turkey. And I say introductional because the book is only 152 pages long, spread over 9 chapters. Now, despite its relative small size, it has a lot of interesting content. Every chapter covers a different topic, like the economy, the society, the military. Cagaptay, being a historian, makes sure to give plenty of historical examples and background information. And these are perhaps some of the best parts of the book. Turkish history is, in one word, fascinating, and the author does a good job in explaining and presenting it. One particular interesting subject the book discusses is how the Turkish society blended conservative Islam with capitalism and formed a new kind of Islamic Calvinist entrepreneurship. This eventually gave rise to the Anatolian Tigers. These are cities spread throughout Anatolia that displayed impressive growth records since the 1980s. Think of cities like Denizli, Konya, Samsun, and more. The Anatolian Tigers became so successful that their economic and industrial output now equals that of Western Turkey, which has historically been a trade-driven, rich region. But conservative Islam hasn't just blended with the economy, but also with the politics and society. When the Turkish Republic was established, the government under the leadership of Kemal Mustafa Atatürk became hardline secularist. Yet the majority of the society preferred an Islamic state abiding to the Sharia law. But modern Turkey has changed. The government is not hardline secular, and the society is not hardline religious in comparison with the past. This is very important to understand because it means that for Turks, Islam plays an important role in the society and the government, but at the same time there is almost no support for an Islamic state or for Sharia law. So religion is reduced to a moral code without legal obligation, and this is what makes Turkey simply unique. And this is also what will eventually spread to the other communities and societies in the Middle East. But not all is good. Ankara still has many domestic issues that urgently need to be solved. For example, you have Kurdish nationalists versus Turkish nationalists, conservatives versus liberals, centralists versus federalists. For every faction, whether it's based on ideology, ethnicity, or religion, there is an equal strong opposing faction. Cagaptay rightly explains that for Turkey to live up to its potential, the country's factions must meet in the middle. The country has to overcome its ethnic and religious issues. It has to reform and liberate its society. Turkey simply cannot be ruled by just one faction. Overall, The Rise of Turkey is an impressive analysis of the Turkish Republic, its economy, the politics, the society. I also like the order of the chapters. They make a lot of sense and make the overall reading experience very enjoyable. Just remember, this is a geopolitical book, and so it should be read chapter by chapter. I also like how things are kept within context with relevant background information. The only thing the book lacked is more information on the subjugation of the media by the Justice and Development Party and the persecution of opposition members and the suppression of intellectuals and liberals. I would have liked to read more on the criticism of Erdogan and his party. Other than that, this is an excellent book to start reading on Turkey. This was a book review for The Bookshelf by me, Shirvan. Thank you for watching, take care, and sağ ol.